They call it the future of money, a financial revolution, freedom from banks and governments. But if crypto is the future, why does it feel like we're all just gambling in a digital casino? Look, I'm not here to tell you crypto is evil, but I am here to show you why the promises don't match the reality. Let's talk about it. Bitcoin launched in 2009 with a bold vision: decentralized money, free from government control, no banks taking cuts. It was supposed to be currency for the people. Fast forward to today, and that dream, it's barely alive. Here's what nobody wants to admit. Bitcoin has failed as a currency. There are roughly 350 million businesses worldwide. Guess how many accept Bitcoin? About 18,000. That's 0.005%. Basically zero. And the few that do accept it, most use payment processors that instantly convert it to dollars. They don't actually want Bitcoin, they just want your money. Why? 3 reasons: crazy volatility, high fees, and rampant fraud. Bitcoin was supposed to replace your credit card. Instead, it became a speculative gamble that you can't even use to buy coffee. Even El Salvador, the only country that made Bitcoin legal tender, saw adoption rates plummet. Citizens preferred dollars. The infrastructure couldn't handle it. The experiment failed. Okay, so if it's not a currency, maybe it's at least a good investment? Not really. Bitcoin's annual volatility is around 60%. The stock market? About 15%. That's 4 times more volatile. Warren Buffett called it rat poison squared. Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, said it's a pet rock. These aren't random haters. These are people who manage trillions. Professional money managers suggest putting max 1 to 2% of your portfolio into crypto. Why? Because the risk-adjusted returns are terrible. Sure, early adopters made fortunes, but that ship has sailed. Today's crypto landscape is a minefield. And here's the kicker. Bitcoin's price isn't driven by fundamentals or earnings or utility. It's pure speculation. When Elon Musk tweets, "The price swings 20%, that's not an investment, that's a lottery ticket. CoinGecko tracked over 7 million cryptocurrencies since 2021. Want to know how many are dead? 3.7 million. That's over 50%. And when a crypto dies, you don't get anything back. No assets, no bankruptcy payout. Just a Discord message saying we're pivoting and then silence. It's the only asset class where half your options have a coin flip's chance of going to absolute zero overnight. And let's talk about the celebrity scams. Kim Kardashian promoted Ethereum Max. Floyd Mayweather pushed Centra Tech. Matt Damon told us fortune favors the brave right before the market crashed 70%. These weren't mistakes, they were paid promotions. And when everything collapsed, the celebrities walked away with millions while regular investors lost everything. The SEC fined some of them, but the damage was already done. So the industry created stablecoins, cryptos tied to the dollar to reduce risk. Enter Terra and Luna. They were supposed to be safe, algorithmic, revolutionary. In May 2022, the entire system collapsed. $45 billion wiped out in 1 week. Regulators called it one of the largest wealth destructions in modern history. The stablecoin wasn't stable at all. Thousands of people lost their life savings. Retirement funds evaporated. And the founder? He fled to Singapore. But surely the exchanges are safe, right? That's where FTX comes in. FTX was the exchange. Super Bowl ads, celebrity endorsements, stadiums named after them. Sam Bankman-Fried was called crypto's white knight and the next Warren Buffett. Sequoia Capital wrote an article titled, "We're all in on Sam." They invested billions. Turns out, they were stealing customer deposits and gambling with them at their hedge fund. When it collapsed, Even the guy who cleaned up Enron said he'd never seen such a complete failure of controls. Imagine giving your friend money to start a business, but he's actually just betting it all on sports. That's FTX. And FTX wasn't alone. Mt. Gox collapsed in 2014, losing 850,000 bitcoins. Celsius Network froze withdrawals and filed for bankruptcy. Voyager Digital went under. BlockFi collapsed. The pattern is clear. Trust an exchange, lose your money. Memecoins, Terra, FTX, celebrity scams. These aren't isolated incidents. They're symptoms of a broken system. No real utility, no intrinsic value, no regulation. Just hype cycles, pump and dumps, and insiders getting rich while regular people lose everything. And every time something collapses, the response is the same. How could this happen in an unregulated anonymous industry built on trust? The crypto community loves to say, not your keys, not your coins. But when you hold your own keys and the coin goes to zero, you still lose everything. When the exchange steals your money, you lose everything. When the stablecoin collapses, you lose everything. There's no winning here unless you're the insider cashing out at the top. Maybe blockchain technology has potential. Maybe it'll revolutionize supply chains or medical records one day, but right now, the crypto industry is a casino dressed up as a revolution. It's not the future of finance. It's a speculative bubble fueled by greed, FOMO, and false promises. So yeah, count me out. Not because I don't understand it, but because I do.